So today I just wanted to talk about rivets versus stitching. I'm more biased towards stitching being a superior attachment technique, as I find rivets, as much as they look quite nice and they're a quick way of joining two pieces of leather together, I find they're quite inferior in strength. So I just wanted to explain a few ups and downs with the rivets. So these rivets here are the two-part pop rivets that you just hammer together. You can see there, and you attach the cap. You attach the cap to the other side, and attach the cap to the other side between the two pieces of leather inside, and then you hammer down, and that gives you the joint. And obviously with stitching, if you do it with a machine, you just stitch through the two pieces and gives you a joint. Or if you're hand stitching, you mark the stitching holes, use an awl and stitch through. So I've got two pieces of scrap here, just from a piece of quite thin, I think this is 1.2 mil, 1.4, 1.2 mil roughly, piece of scrap leather I had from a belting project that I had, and I've just attached two pieces together on each part. And I just wanted to show you some of the properties of it, really. And I mean, with the stitching, if you pull on it, it doesn't deform too much around the joint. As you can see, it doesn't deform too much. I don't think I can actually break this joint. No, I can't joint. Yeah, see how deformed that is. Look, I can't break that joint. But then with this, you can see as soon as I put any real pressure on it, it deforms around the joint. You see, even if it holds, it will deform quite badly and stretch the leather. I mean, if I put the same sort of pressure on, they break quite easily. As you can see, I've done that before to show you this video. And you can see it's not the rivet that's failed, it's the leather, because obviously it has one point that the pressure's on, and it just blows out and rips off. Whereas here, the pressure is distributed along the stitch, so the tension, the force is laid out over the stitch rather than just one point. As you can see, that's why it's failed here. There's one joint here. You can see I've done this before as well. But this, but stitching is much superior. This is just a machine stitch, which is always going to be inferior to hand stitching. So if it was hand stitched, it'd be even stronger. So that's just a couple of points I wanted to point out with stitching and hand stitching. So I've had a few questions from people, asking me why I don't just use rivets, and it speaks for itself, really, and that's the reason. Alright, subscribe to the channel and like the video if you like it, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much.